a little bit too weeaboo-ish to actually know any 3D people I'd want to have fun. So
3D.
Damn, I'm sorry.
What is that binocular, bruh?
Let me put this in a way that you uncultured swine would understand, right? I don't know any actual flesh tubers that I'd actually want to talk to.
It sounds like
it is, I'm sure.
Flesh tuber. We made it to 10 episodes, y'all. We finally made it.
And we
We're
did.
finally here. Yeah. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? As for you, this is your boy Mark. We got the rapid fire Ryan and the beaming Breezy over here. And
He always comes up with a new one.
those are good. Those are fire. I gotta keep it going. I gotta keep it going,
fire,
man. Just trying to draw people in. So, yeah, how's everyone doing? Thanks again for coming back to hang out with us. And I'm going to remember the riddle today, because Ryan's got to edit the audio for last time because I forgot to say the riddle joke.
Oh, that's good.
The end of the riddle.
Haven't edited that episode yet, too.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, so whoopsies, my bad, guys. So, like I said last time, I'm going to give you guys a riddle at the beginning of the podcast, and I'm going to remember to tell you what the answer to the riddle is. And
Allegedly.
if you get it right, you get it right. You learn something new. But if you don't, follow us, give us a review on any of the platforms you listen at us. Come say hi, follow us on our socials. Breeze has put them in the links wherever you're at. If you're on Spotify or if you're on YouTube, just come say hi, say what's up.
Shout out to Brussels.
Shout out
Brussels,
to Brussels.
Going strong, man. I appreciate you, whoever you are in Brussels. We love you. We appreciate you. You keeping us alive on that Eastern European front. So,
well, that sounds sus.
I mean, it didn't sound sus till you said it sounds sus.
Well, now it sounds sus.
Oh, man.
Came from the heart, man.
All right. So riddle. Before we get sussed off the internet, what did the goalie say to the soccer ball?
I don't sports, so I'm not even gonna try in this one.
You shall not pass.
That's terrible. Super cheesy. It's super cheesy answer. Yeah, I probably should have picked a different one, but it is what it is. All right. Let me load up the out of pocket.
All right, let me fill this dead air with nothing.
Speaking of dead, Ryan's been playing RE4
Remake.
Ah,
It was awesome. I was just about to show Breezy how to parry this super awesome attack, right?
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man.
You sound like somebody about to get murked.
Come on, man.
Maybe I was lying a little bit. So Breezy was actually about to show me how he was going to parry this chainsaw, right? And there was this Gyarados behind him that also wanted to see how he was going to parry this chainsaw. He wanted to see so much that he leaned over Breezy's shoulder and put him in a full Nelson.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, show me how you're going to parry that chainsaw.
Parried it with my body.
Parried it with a sternum. With a spinal cord.
You know,
And then his liver.
I jammed up the chainsaw with my body. Yeah, with just meat.
Sorry, man. Chainsaw already did his job, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good game. You guys should buy it.
All right. So, am I out of pocket for ignoring my sister and standing by my statement that she's a creep? So you gotta listen to the beginning of this because it's it gives you a little bit of backstory before the story. It says, "All right, buckle up. I'm gonna try to make this as simple understand so that no one gets confused." So it's a girl telling a story. So she says, "My mom plus her first husband equals my sister." Okay, my sister's dad dies when she's 1, so my mom meets my dad. Okay, my dad and my mom. It's me. My dad adopts my mom's first daughter, the daughter from the first marriage. So they're half sisters. Okay, dad leaves mom, gets another wife. They have brother. So she has 2 half siblings. The half siblings are not related. Okay. So today, my sister is 29, I'm 24, my brother's 19. I personally feel like this is important. In January, we were hanging out with the family, get together, and my dad had his wife, he was at his dad and his new wife's house. After dinner, as we were hanging out, sister said she has some important news to tell everybody that's going to be hard to digest. She tells us that her and my brother are dating. Everyone is pretty silent, just staring. And my brother says it's not a joke, we're dating. I honestly had no goddamn idea. All right, let me get through it. I had no goddamn idea what to say. I just told my sister that she was a fucking creep and I wasn't going to involve myself. Now, it's not legally incest because we're not actually related. But my point is that it icks the hell out of me.
Okay. The half sister and the half brother. Not related?
Not related at all. Not related at all. They are only related through the other sister.
Yeah.
Can I pass on this one?
Dude, that's what I said. I didn't know what to say. I was reading. Oh, man.
So I always start with 2 consenting adults. I always start with that. It can be as weird as it wants to be as long as it's 2 consenting adults.
All right, so to speak on that, it was another part where she said, because somebody had commented. Yeah, she was talking about her family. Nobody in her family thought it was weird but her, and people had commented on it, and she had told the people commented had said like, well, they're both adults or whatever, and he's like, yeah, but like he's 19 and she's 29.
There's the age.
So he's like, it's a big enough difference that it's like, that could be some manipulation in there.
So
That's a huge age gap.
So sisters
29.
No, I'm saying the middle sister is the 25. She's her instinct. I can understand that instinct because it's like she feels like it's gross for not just the fact that it's her brother and her sister, but also the fact that there is that age gap.
Yeah,
between them. So her initial reaction, I can understand it. It's not ideal. There's billions of people on this planet, so you probably don't want to cross the streams. But also, a lot of times we're attracted to people around us, so that's
apparently literally.
Yeah, I mean this is a very thin line to be dancing on.
Very thin blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's techno blood relation.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the babies will come out fine.
It's not ethically wrong. It's morally wrong.
I mean,
not even wrong.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the way it's presented.
I guess. Like, you're right. OP is gonna have to accept that it squicks her out more than it does anyone else because she has a unique, unfortunate relationship with both of them. That's your sister and your brother, who are apparently fucking, but they're not each other's sister or brother. So, yeah, you can't argue against that part.
So where do you sit? What side do you sit on at the wedding?
Dang.
Yes. That's where.
Are you just the even number? Are you just the person trying to like even it out? So like if 59 people and come over here and 60 people over here, you just sit over here so that the pictures look better?
I don't know, man. You people are just gonna have to.
Right? Where do you sit?
You sit on both sides, apparently.
Of that fence?
Oh dang, man! Call me out like that.
Shit, man!
I'm not bothered by the 10-year gap because even though a person can be not quite mature enough for a relationship with someone that much older than them, you can't stop them, and it's not illegal either.
Yeah,
you just gotta accept it.
I think on the part of the older sister, the oldest sister, I think there is a case to be made that you can make a bit better decisions. Like you don't have to date your sister's
brother, pretty much
kid brother at this point.
Yeah.
There's like billions of other people out here. You can just leave that alone and go elsewhere. But since they're both consenting adults, since they both, there's a lot of information we don't have. But since they both they're into each other, just let it play out.
I'm just trying not to make all these incest jokes. You say there's a lot of information. I'm thinking, genetic information. There's so many
I
people
thought it too, but he was like, I'm not gonna say
Right.
it. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, why choose when you have someone so close to home? I'm like, okay. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Ooh.
Keep it in the family.
Not always Wincest.
Oh, man. No, man. We don't promote Alabama on our podcast.
Welcome to family, son.
Come in, no.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one,
But who's out of pocket, though? I'm sorry.
the older
OP.
sister, I would say.
The older sister, she's out of pocket. I would say she's out of pocket. I mean, because no matter which way you spend it, it's just like, she probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's wrong, but she probably shouldn't.
He probably shouldn't. I that's where I fall in on it.
It's like she's not technically she's not technically doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm not sending nobody to jail. I'm not sending her to horny jail. I'm not sending her to, this is messed up jail.
I'm definitely wagging my finger at her though. You know what I mean? Like no,
I ain't even doing that. I'm just gonna kind of look at her, look at a little extra
give her a little
long.
sus look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wag my finger.
You're
I'm
like,
like, you know what you did. You know what you're doing.
Not in my house.
I always say stick it wherever, and I guess I gotta live with that now. Say everyone's out of pocket, even OP, because even though OP, I think that she's right to be,
I think you said that right though. She's in the weirdest position out of all of this, and I think that's why she feels the way she feels.
Yeah, but little brother shouldn't be wagging after big sister. Big sister shouldn't be wagging after little brother.
We haven't seen biggest sister yet. We don't know what she look like, but she could be packing.
Bruh.
She could have it all. She can have a whole bakery. And be smart. And nice and lovely.
I feel like you are going somewhere with this. I don't need to go.
I'm just stacking the deck. Packing the court.
Dang.
I mean, while packing the court, that is a very interesting
Stuff in the sausage.
You or the siblings. Hold up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. All right. So, there's clear bias. This is your sister and your brother, even though technically it's a technicality.
Yeah, it's real technical. I know it wants to.
Have y'all seen those Brady Bunch parodies from the 90s?
What you mean?
Brady Bunch had a show that ran from like the 60s to the 70s.
Yeah.
I think. So in the 90s, they had like a parody version of it that released in theaters. I think like a Not So Brady movie or something like that. But in those movies, it was more of a comedy, and they actually played on the tropes from the old Brady Bunch. They had like Marsha and Greg, who you guys know like the basic concept of the Brady Bunch, right? A guy and a wife, and they come together. They got kids from their previous
5
marriage.
5 or whatever it is.
So the kids become siblings, but they aren't blood related kids. So in the parody movie, they had this like relationship thing between like the two oldest kids, Marsha and Greg, and it was like this whole like it was just blatantly hilarious. It was like a unrequited lust that they were both having, and it was like presented like that, like Marsha, we can't do this. It was almost like a soap opera the way they were acting.
You're my brother's sister's cousin's son.
But weren't they banging in real life though?
No, I don't think so.
Because I want to say like it was a bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes. Because I want to say like I think it was a YouTube rabbit hole, but I watched a documentary on the Brady Bunch.
I used to as well.
Stuff they went through like behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah, I used to watch like True Hollywood Story back when I used to watch TV.
Oh, back when you were a fucking guru.
Yeah, I used to watch all the TV shows.
Oh man, you remember those days when Breezy knew everything about pop culture?
What do you mean those days?
just from like 2007 and the 90s, like 2007.
Yeah, you were like this weird encyclopedia with it.
Yeah, everything after I stopped watching TV, so I don't know anything now. But yeah, no, the original Brady Bunch had like a lot of people dying. Like the dad, he was like gay, but he couldn't come out. It was a lot of just
wait, what?
In the original Brady Bunch from like the 60s and 70s, the dad, he was actually gay. And
so is this in the story or in real life?
This is real life.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought you talking about storyline. I'm like, what is this storyline? Is wild for the 70s.
Not in the show. No, he was like America's dad in the 70s, 80s.
All right,
so
that's That's so random.
I wonder if that microphone picked up that burp. I'm gonna edit this out.
As you did the burp, I think I did like a made a pop sound. Yeah, pretty bad.
I mean, I don't have to edit it, so like I don't care.
Nope.
All right, so what I wanted to ask you guys today is like in a couple years from now, when we have the best, biggest, and most profitable podcast in the world, it's like, what guests would you want on the show?
Ashanti.
That was hilariously quick.
Very quick.
Yeah. Have you been planning this one?
No.
Yeah, like did you read my notes?
No. I'm just like, Ashanti would be a great guest. She has, a long catalog of musical music. And
I can see on the graph there how your voice went up just like 2 or 3 octaves.
I'm just saying, like, she's so talented that it would be great if we brought her on, and it'd be great if she like sat on the couch next to me whenever you guys do bring her on.
For absolutely no reason. I'd really like to have Pharrell on one day. I think that would be super cool. It'd just be really interesting. Just
I don't think so. I don't really think so.
He's a really he's a
musician, right?
Awesome musician.
He's a good musician. He's okay.
Genius, man. Just hearing his songs just make me happy. Happy. Happy.
Oh, so happy.
Oh, so happy.
Nah, he's
happy.
okay. I heard.
Okay, Let me put it this way. That song always creeped me out because it sounded like the theme song to a cult.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Like, you don't actually have a choice in this matter. Okay.
And whenever that song comes on and you don't look happy, people always ask you about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't you happy?
Like,
grim.
And it didn't
work listening to this in the break room. Why do you think I'm not happy?
It never helped me because I would have like a customer service job and that will come on and why aren't you happy? You look kind of like him.
Oh my. I'm gonna have to edit that out,
Good.
Or not. Either way.
Anyway,
yeah.
You, sir?
I don't know, actually. I thought you guys would have longer answers, to be honest.
Oh.
Or actually, for real life, I didn't think Breezy would just spit an answer out like that in like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, no,
I thought I had more time to think about it.
I did it for the yucks, but I'm also very sexually attracted to Ashanti.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Well, no, if we were to have somebody on the podcast, I would want somebody from this like vast space of online personalities. Actually, like the Twitch, formerly Twitch streamer, now Twitch or YouTube streamer, Destiny. I would love to have a conversation with Destiny and pick his brain about all sorts of topics. Or have you guys seen an interview with Lex Friedman? He's interviewed like Kanye and a bunch of other pop culture folk. Okay. His interviews are usually pretty dang good, pretty dang insightful. So I would maybe like him to interview us.
That'd be cool. Dope. That's a twist. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. The hell I didn't think to ask about where we want to what would we want to be on.
I thought we'd just be ganging up on the other person and interviewing them. Wait, hold on.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah. I mean, I like to do interviews at some point.
Yeah.
Interviews because I want to do I don't know, I like learning random stuff, so I think it'd be fun just to talk to somebody and just see what you got to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of folk I like to talk to.
True.
A lot of chefs.
It's too bad I'm a little bit too weeaboo-ish to actually know any 3D people I want to have on. So
3D.
Damn, I'm sorry.
What is that binocular, bruh?
Let me put this in a way that you uncultured swine would understand, right? I don't know any actual flesh tubers that I'd actually want to talk to.
It sounds like a porn star.
It is, I'm sure.
Flesh tuber. Or a porn site for sure.
I don't know. Plenty of game streamers, plenty of VTubers. Guess, hell, why not just go big? I'd love to have Markiplier on.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you I'd love to see him do sort of like a Wayne Brady skit with you, where he just like puts your ass in a headlock and just drags you out and goes like, "Yeah, what up now, mother? I heard that shit you was talking. You don't like my voice when I talk like this." And I just imagine you going, "No, let me go, Markiplier."
Yeah, my dad.
I just be going like, "Mm-hmm. We told you this would happen."
Listen,
your arms too short to box with Market God.
I wasn't trying to go Markiplier like that. I said my piece. His voice is kind of annoying, but I still think he's a cool dude, and I still like his content.
You just digging the grave, bro.
The grave. It is what it is. Let's say it what it is.
Sorry, man, but if I have to choose between you and Markiplier, I don't want none of that smoke, bro.
That's cool, man.
It's a big dude. It's a big, beautiful man.
I seen that OnlyFans.
Let me see. You remember what Eric did to you in Gears of War?
Oh no!
Wait, what you going with that?
Because you're leaving me to die. That's what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I'm actively betraying you, actually, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, the end goal is the same, I guess.
I'm enjoying this podcast. This is good.
Oh shit!
But do you have a person you like to?
I don't know. For a serious answer, I will Oda.
Okay, wow, that's fair.
Shoot for the moon.
Yeah,
I would love to talk to.
Cool,
I would love to talk to Oda. I guess if I'm a bit more realistic, because I mean I don't even know Japanese, and I feel like doing an interview with the translator would just be super effing awkward.
And that's Ichiro Oda of One Piece.
Ichiro Oda of One Piece, the Goda, as he should be called, because he is the greatest mangaka and greatest author of all time. But that's neither here nor there. Honestly, either Mark Cuban or LeBron, because I would love to talk to them about like being like 16, 17, 18 with like millions and millions and millions of dollars and not turning into like a crackhead. Because usually like a bunch of people, when people get like that much money that young and they have that money for this long, they end up being a crackhead, more or less. Or have this horrible stint in life and they need to go to rehab and get their shit back together. But it's like, to my knowledge, Mark Cuban hasn't had anything out of pocket like that. And I know LeBron hasn't had any scandals or anything. And it's just like, how do you maintain that level of status and like, you know, complete dominance over your respective fields and have no scandals, no none of that?
I wonder what his mindset was before he came into that. Like, you had to have been pretty well set mentally if you're gonna keep a good mindset while going through all this fame and fortune at such a young age. So I think you're right. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, because what LeBron, though, is like, before he was drafted, he was like 9th, 10th grade, and like they were telling him like he was going to be like the number 1 draft pick, like the best player on the planet. Like, he was already, so I mean, like, it's probably to something like he got in his head, but the thing about it is like, he was able to stay humble enough. Like, you know, when you're trying to be the greatest player in the world, like, you have to have a certain level of confidence, arrogance, or whatever you want to call it. Because like Kobe, like Jordan, like any sports, any athlete.
Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, they're that discipline is like crazy to me.
Yeah,
like utterly insane.
Because I mean, even like the Kobe too, like the day he got drafted, he called the NBA and was like, because Jordan said he was retiring, so he called the NBA and was like, I need to talk to Jordan because he can't retire until I play him. And it's like, how do you have had a level of chest at 18, like drafted out of high school, like you barely got any hair on your nuts, and you call him to ask for Jordan to stay in the NBA.
Hey, people were talking about him.
I can actually totally understand that feeling, because like if you put your entire life towards this one thing, like I've got to meet this guy in the ring, and you finally make it there, and right when you make it, he's like, yeah, I'm retiring. I'm like, dude, no, you can't do that. I need this.
I need this.
Not even arrogance.
No, he did, because that made so many moments. Like when they first met, it's so many photos with that. And I stopped watching basketball some time ago, but that's a vivid memory for me. Is that first game?
I mean, because that's like earth shattering. Because I mean, I was literally like passing the torch from like one generation of greatest basketball player to another generation of greatest basketball player.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then it's like, too, I love Kobe because Kobe had two completely different careers. He had his like number 8 career when he was like young and cocky and dunking all the time. Yeah. And then they had,
was he 24 now?
24. He was 24 at the second half of his career. And he was more of a shooter, not a passer. He's more of a shooter and like more of his dribbling because he realized his body was getting older and he had to adjust his playing style, but he still was going to be the greatest. And like that's why I love Kobe. He was like, one year he broke his ankle during the season. So during the off season, he learned how to tap dance because he was like, I need to strengthen my ankles. And I was like, he just had this killer mindset that like anything that put him back, he was just like, all right, how can I fix it moving forward?
What was that thing he did where it gave like 0.02 seconds, like a 0.02 second advantage or something like that? Like he learned how to do something. It was like such a minuscule like adjustment.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, it's something I heard. Shoot, I forgot what it was. I forgot exactly what it was.
Might be his pull-up speed.
Like some hyperbolic
something.
stuff.
But yeah, he went hard. He did so much training just to improve something by like 0.02 seconds. Like it's ridiculous.
I mean, but it's like when you play at that level for so long, it's like you're not shaving off seconds or minutes anymore. It's like all you can shave. You can literally just shave the fat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's discipline though. Like you're already at that level. You don't have anything else to prove, and he's just like, I just want to be better.
I know, and it's like that mentality is crazy. Because he used to talk. He described his day in his book, and he's talking about he's like, I wake up at 4:00 in the morning, shower, gym, eat breakfast, and he's like, I get home by like 6:30 when my wife's getting up with the kids, help her get ready for the kids, have breakfast with the kids, and he's like, kiss the wife, then I go to work, go have the NBA meetings. Blah 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 blah. Work out. Come home, dinner, put the kids to bed, have time with the wife, then work out, sleep for a couple hours, and then do it all over again. And I was just like, just that dedication is just discipline is just crazy.
Yeah, and you look at LeBron and Kobe. They both also stayed with their. I mean, with Kobe, there was like a little bit of turbulence, but with both of them, they stayed with their like wives since basically they were super young. Like since I think for Kobe, since his like early 20s. For LeBron, since
his high school,
since high school, yeah. So it's like their lives have like a consistent through line of consistency. Just
maybe that's the big difference that you're looking for between someone who can handle the fame and someone who can't. So that baseline stability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that definitely helps for sure.
For some reason, I'm thinking about stories about. I think it was Wilt Chamberlain that I heard.
Oh yeah,
that's some crazy stuff. I don't think I can talk about that on YouTube.
Probably should. Wilt Chamberlain was a guy that did some things.
Man was a Rolling Stone.
Talk about a flesh tuber.
I'm dead.
100 times they say.
Sorry, I guess we are talking about ball courts, but
from the 70s.
Yeah, he put them through hoops alright. Put some balls in holes.
Slam dunk.
He shot a couple threes. No, he did. Little sky hook.
All right. So, still on about people, because there is someone who I seriously would like to one day talk to. This man named Edmund McMillan.
Oh, I like Edmund.
Creator of Super Meat Boy and The Binding of Isaac.
That guy has a brain.
I'd like to talk to him about The Binding of Isaac and what that did for the entire roguelike genre. Like nowadays, people might not know about it, but The Binding of Isaac was a roguelike that came out in 2011. I think it was September 2011. And at the time, it was one of the very few roguelikes that were out. But it gained so much popularity that it kind of revitalized the entire genre. And I want to talk to him about that because that game is still getting updated to this day.
Is it?
Yeah, like the last updates maybe a couple months ago. It's not the exact same game, because the one that he made was in 2011. That was a Flash game, technically.
Yeah.
They've made a few quote-unquote sequels, but the sequels, they actually have the entirety of the old game in them plus.
Gotcha.
But he kind of is the reason that roguelike is a mainstream genre today.
Huh. I didn't realize it had so much of an impact.
Like, huge impact. And it's interesting to be in that situation where you kind of almost the namesake, not exactly the namesake, but almost the namesake of a genre. You're the reason that it's popular right now. That's love to pick his mind about game design.
Yeah, because that's not something you just come up with overnight, or it might be. I mean, it is roguelike, so he was drawn from an established genre, but the genre just wasn't popular. What was before? What was the one before Isaac?
There were the mystery dungeons.
Yeah, they would kind of toss roguelike stuff in games. The original game was this game called Rogue. That's where the whole genre gets its game from. Okay. That one's from when, like
like 80s or something?
80s, 70s, or 80s. But it's been like in a lot of different. I was talking to Rand about that a couple weeks ago. It's been like in a lot of different JRPGs, the mystery dungeons, a lot of dungeon RPGs.
True.
Kind of use that.
True, but you never like hear the word roguelike in those.
Yeah, there's this game I have called Sting made it called Baroque. Baroque was one that was originally for the Saturn, but they remade it for the PS2.
I want to say the PS2. Yeah. I've seen that case before. I've never played the game though.
Yeah. Sting also made that cutesy little RPG I played with the Digimon Thai-looking character called Evolution.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah. Grenade comes from that one. The Butler. That Sting made that. That's also technically a roguelike.
True.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I just didn't realize the genre was that popular, or how Binding of Isaac pretty much was the catalyst for how popular roguelike category is, or where roguelike came from. To be honest, I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, it was the game that everyone made clones of. Then everyone made clones of those clones, and eventually you have Returnal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still on my playlist. I need to play that. I really want to play that.
You got a roguelike for like every genre now. Like throughout the last 10 or so years, they've dabbled in everything.
Yeah, you get to a point where it does that.
Yeah. It's a lot of developers I like to interview. Sakurai is one of them.
Yeah, for music, I wanted you to pick composer from Persona 3 and 4.
Oh, I like to be around for that one.
That is my favorite video game soundtrack is Persona 3 and Persona 4. Like hands down, 2 favorite soundtracks of any video game I've ever played. So I would love to talk to the composers.
Is that the same composer for the other Shin Megami games?
That's a good question. I wouldn't think so stylistically, but I might be surprised. You never know.
Very different style. So the ones I'm thinking of for the Shin Megami ones, they're like that metal, almost, it's very unique. But I always felt like the boss battle themes of the Persona series would go back to that Shin Megami style.
Yeah, because I think it's supposed to still like that fear-inducing kind of creepy music, so to speak, to just go with the kind of vibe that those games have.
I gotta look that up. I used to know his name. Dang.
I forgot it too. But I actually played Joy from Persona 3. I played that for Emma when she was still in the womb.
Which one's Joy?
Tip of Brown Cow.
Yeah.
Tip of Brown Cow, Tip of Brown Cows.
Good song, great song.
Tip of those brown cows.
That's just a feel-good song.
Do you think one day we should maybe find out what he's actually saying?
Nah.
I like tipping brown cows.
You just tipping brown cows? Okay.
I like that.
Fair enough. I remember one time I looked up Reach Out to the Truth to find out what the lyrics are. And I decided, you know what? This is better if I don't know. And
Yeah,
then
man.
I just forgot.
I like my little remixes I make in my head and stuff. It makes it fun.
Mm-hmm. Makes it yours.
Yeah, you know, and then like it links to certain memories. Like takes me back to the time when I was playing that shit back when I was a youth. A youth.
Dang, man. Don't say it like that.
Bro, that's that's like one of the last RPGs I put like 100 hours into individually.
Oh man.
So I was a youth.
Yeah, I put him into some of those Elder Scrolls / Fallout games after. Never finished them.
Fair enough. You know?
I'll probably watch a couple 100 hours of Ryan play Elden Ring. I mean, not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. I'm still playing Elden Ring at 70 hours right now. Again.
Yeah, you training for your rematch.
Training for my rematch.
So you murked again.
I had to abandon is because when I first played through, I was sword and board, man. Hiding behind the shield. And Millennia was just like, you can't block this shit, bitch. She was right. She was right. So I was like, you know what? I gotta restart my training. No blocking at all, ever. I just had to learn how to deal with death. That's the only way I can describe
That's
it.
the
man.
worst way to play a game, right?
No, that's the only way to describe it. You have to learn how to stand in the face of certain death and just sidestep that shit. Otherwise, you'll never be Millennia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't block once. Otherwise, she gets Kurega.
Oh,
God, I hate her.
I bet she's a sponge too. Takes a while to chip her down.
I haven't seen an actual fight with her because everything I've seen is like she just spawns and murks people.
I seen her wide sweeping hitboxes, and that was enough for me.
It's a big ass sword.
Yeah.
She's straight up Sephiroth and out there.
Yeah.
Like no.
That's not the game that Sephiroth in though.
No apology. She has the biggest sword. Giggity.
Imagine fighting Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1, and you got stamina too.
And he heals if he hits you.
Why'd you laugh?
No, man. Dude, because I beat that without no special abilities, man. That was the nightmare, dude.
Fair enough, yeah. You was basically playing Dark Souls. They just need to slap a stamina bar on there.
Nah, man.
That would have been Elden Ring.
Dude, you know how long it took me to be Ice Titan with no abilities?
Oh, Ice Titan was
reflecting
annoying.
the ice, reflecting the ice back.
You good on you?
Who ever beat him without just reflecting? I never beat him without just standing up there and just.
I was screwed because my favorite skill was the worst skill you could use against him. Eroga?
Why would you use Eroga in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Because it was great.
It was awesome in Kingdom Hearts 1, remember? That shit kept you from dying in one hit.
It was a berry that hurt people.
Oh, yeah, because that was a respawn one.
Yeah, I could just, like, on the Rock Titan's head, I could just cast Eroga and just, like, that by itself did constant damage while I wailed on him. But I tried it on Ice Titan and it made his ice spikes bigger.
Oh, I was thinking about Reflect. I was thinking about Reflect from 2. I thought you were talking about in 2. And no, but Reflect was what you used in 2.
Yeah, because Eroga wasn't in 2, right?
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. It was kind of an improvement, you gotta admit.
Reflect was broken.
No, I mean, taking out Arrow, it forced you into the fight, you know?
Yeah, but then they gave you Reflect.
And then they gave you Reflect, yeah.
Yeah, it was super broken.
It's funny, but...
Because I just Reflect, Magnet, Thundaga, everything.
Do you remember in the original release of Kingdom Hearts 2, you know Zaldin was bugged? He wasn't supposed to be able to hit you with that giant wind cannon if you jump over it. That was supposed to miss if you jump over it.
Huh.
Oh man, I wish we could go back and watch it, but that we just take that giant wind and sweep it all the way across, and you try to jump over it, and it's like, nah, bruh, this hitbox is much bigger than it seems, and you just take all that to the face. That was where I found out that, oh shit, I need to do something else. What's this reflexive skill do? Let me try that out. Invincibility. I'm like,
yeah, that I never knew. I just never, because it just looked like it went away so fast, so I just never used it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Then I heard you guys talk about it, and I was like, really?
Oh yeah, I spammed it. I used Reflect, Magnet, Fandaga, everything. That's what I did when I walked into a room.
Did Reflect increase the frames as it got stronger?
Yeah, and it did. It reflected. It did homing damage after you max it out.
Homing damage.
Yeah, like when you get hit, the stuff like when it the bounce damage, it homes in on enemies. Crazy. It's not just bouncing back. So like projectiles, anything bounces off, and it homes to the nearest enemy.
Crazy.
And it blocks melee attacks too.
And it blocks melee attacks.
And you just become invincible throughout like the entire 60 or something frames while you're doing it. It's ridiculous. Those in a fighting game would be broken.
How many of those can you get off before like you got to recharge?
You can combo that shit. Just like like you can combo all the other magic in the game.
Yeah.
You just reflect.
But I mean, how much magic does it use?
Not that much.
Wow.
But I want to say like if you actually get a perfect hit, you get some magic back for using it right, or something to that effect.
Something like that.
It had to be something like that because like I used it too much.
There was something that allows you to just. And there was a point in the game where you were just bleeding magic bubbles for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but they were just.
That's the perfect way to put it.
They were bubbles, yeah. They were bubbles, right?
Yeah, they were bubbles. They were the magic
back.
Man, I didn't know.
Dude,
just fighting raw up in there.
Yeah, fighting fair. What a fool.
I was.
You are a fool for fighting fair.
Damn.
Did you guys suffer through Kingdom Hearts 3?
I went in arrogant, just like I went into Resident Evil 4 Remake arrogant, and I was like, I played this game too many times to go into bitch mode. Take me onto critical. And I went to critical mode, and I'm like, I don't know how to play this. What are these new abilities? And I got smacked down to Olympus, and I was like, fuck this game. I don't want to play no more. And then I didn't.
I think I watched him play some of it. And I just wasn't interested. It looked okay, but to me it didn't quite look like Kingdom Hearts.
I played it with the meme mug on the entire time. It's just like I played it with the intent to be miserable and just wanted something to make me not miserable, and it never got any less miserable.
Dang! But you got teacup rides and
don't get me wrong, the super moves look dope, and like the gameplay itself, dope. But everything else. Trash.
Dang.
Like they don't even pretend like the rest of the stuff happened in the story. They just pick up where stuff left off. They like pick and choose what they want to use. Like they ask a bunch of more questions. Nothing gets answered. It's just more characters and more Star Wars references, and it doesn't go anywhere.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
It was just like
I'm not. So, y'all kept up with it for the story.
The story didn't actually end.
No. It didn't even
continue?
Yeah.
No, it ends in the DLC, I heard.
Yeah, like the rest of the game's in the DLC, but I'm like, bro, I don't want to spend more money on this game. I knew something. I should have known something was wrong. So, all right. I didn't buy it when it first came out, but one of the websites, it's like Tiger Direct or Newegg. It was Newegg. They had a sale, and it was like, they had Kingdom Hearts in there. It was like 60% off or something. So it was like $20.
It was the Cyberpunk sale.
No, it was I think it was Christmas in July. It was Christmas in July, so I bought it, right? But somehow, some way, my account on there had my old address in there, so I got sent back to my old address. So I called customer service, went through the whole thing or whatever. They were cool about it, and I was like, I didn't get it, and they was like, well, you just have to rebuy it. I'm like, it's not on sale anymore. Can you give me the sale price? And I was like, no, we can't do it. So it went back up to full price, and I didn't buy it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So it wasn't like another 6 months later when I think this was at Christmas time, and it went on sale again, and that's when I bought it again, and that's when I finally started playing it. And I was just like, someone should have told me when the universe literally took it out of my hands, and my dumb ass went back to buy another copy of it. So I really don't have any right to bitch about it, but
I mean, it probably would have been good if you had played the right copy of it, right? You just, the right copy got sent to some old address, and it looked like you played the bad version. I'm going to stop there. Sorry.
It's so bad. It's so bad, man.
I'm more interested in playing the remakes or the re-releases of the old ones than 3.
You're still going to play 4, though.
Am I going to play 4? I got to play 3 first.
You're still going to play 4, though.
I don't know, man.
I do have to play through 3 too, though.
Eventually.
The gameplay's not bad, but like, if anyone, another Kingdom Hearts game to play is Birth by Sleep. They do, because I think that one was remastered on the PS3 or PS4, one of them. Because that was my favorite one outside of 1 and 2. That one was like a bridge between the Kingdom Hearts 2 playstyle and Kingdom Hearts 3 playstyle. Because it was like pretty much the precursor to Kingdom Hearts 3 playstyle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hear.
I would recommend that one. Because that one actually, stories. That one has its own like beginning, middle, and end story. Because that's just the story of Aqua, Terra, and Vanitas.
Well, I, for one, still think that the first Kingdom Hearts had the best gameplay. Like, I respect 2 for what it did in taking everything up a notch, but I feel like the janky, limited as Kingdom Hearts 1 gameplay condensed the gameplay down into only what was important, and what was important was how well you dodge rolled.
I can agree with that. In the spirit of, I feel the same way about Borderlands, because Borderlands 2 is objectively a better game all the way around. But like, I absolutely love Borderlands 1 so much more than I do Borderlands 2.
Okay.
So like, it's the same. It is, and I didn't really know why, but like what you just said is the exact reason why I feel that way. Very similar.
That is the reason that I like Borderlands 2 more than Borderlands 3.
Yep.
Because 2, even though it was, like I said, pretty janky, they could have done the character designs a little bit better, which is what they did do in the future versions. I think that Borderlands 2 was very focused on what it did well with the gun design. And, Borderlands 3, a little bit less so. A little bit everywhere. Threw a lot of new things at the walls. Not all of them really stuck. Yeah. Same with the characters. The characters are really just the best parts of Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel smashed into slightly newish characters. Almost, kind of, except not.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's why, for me, it's gotta be the 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, Borderlands 2. For Kingdom Hearts 2, why it's the best is because it, like you said, it took ideas from the first one and just cranked them up. And that's why I don't like 3 as much, because like 3 is just basically like a new thing. Like, it's not even... Yeah. Like, if you look at 3, you look at 2, it doesn't even feel connected. But you look at 2, you look at 1, 2 just looks like 1 on steroids. Yeah. Like, you could kind of glide on 1. You can fly on 2. Yeah. Just straight up, you can fly around the battlefield.
Yeah, going from 1 to 2, crazy. You definitely feel like you increase in power. Like, you feel stronger.
Oh man, you feel like you went from Dragon Ball to the Saiyan Saga. Yeah, Tommy to the Frieza Saga.
Yeah, some of the feats you can do when you get like master form and final form and stuff. Them feats are just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff. Yeah. I feel like 2, you're just a little bit too competent. Once you figured out the exploits of the system, it's just like when you get really good at Resident Evil 4. When you get really good at Resident Evil 4, it loses some of its magic because you know exactly how to take advantage of everything. In Kingdom Hearts 2, when you know what you're about to get next, when you know how to use Reflect and Gravity, and when you know how to use, Second Chance and Second Wind. I was just saying, you become just a little bit too competent. The game feels too safe.
Yeah. Thankfully, I did use a lot of that shit. I was a pretty shit player at Kingdom Hearts 2, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
No, I min-maxed it. No, absolutely. After you guys told me I can equip stuff after 1, I equipped everything in 2. Any and everything I could.
Yeah, I died a lot, and I didn't have luck to get King Mickey.
Yeah, what's up with that? How did Alex get him so many times?
I don't know.
I never got him.
I might have got him like once or twice. I think just once.
I got him once when I was fighting against Corrupt Thorn. I remember that. Because for some reason, I always get him when I get killed by that guy. Because apparently I always fight him when I'm under leveled. And he just kills me in one hit. And then Mickey comes out. The end.
Man, I needed that dude because like I would always turn into like the Heartless, the Shadow Heartless.
Yeah, I won a couple boss fights with that.
I couldn't do nothing. I kept dying because you couldn't heal with the Shadow Heartless, and it's just like
I
Damn.
like that character so much.
So much,
I
bro.
wish that it was an actual character.
they made it that way in the Final Mix, right? That was like an actual separate form.
I never played Final Mix.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't play Final Mix Plus.
Yeah, I
Final
believe
Mix
they made
2
that its
Plus
own form.
Ultra Extra HD remix.
Along with what's his name, the Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora.
Oh yeah,
It's his own form.
that's pretty overpowered. I always wanted to play as him in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No,
Dude,
so he was broken.
he had the best. He had the. Okay. I'm sorry. Now that the memories are coming back, I forgot. You totally did scum Kingdom Hearts 1 as well when you learn how to.
For sure.
Strike rate invincibility. Hell yeah. Use that to dodge it. Oh.
Nah, man. I did it the old fashioned way.
Dodge roll?
Yeah, dude, I didn't equip anything.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could equip anything.
He really did play Dark Souls.
Yeah, man. Maybe
Like
that's
I had
the problem
abilities
with
and
Dark
stuff, but I
Souls.
didn't know how to use any of the attacks. I didn't equip any of the attacks.
Dang, did you have to equip block?
Yeah.
Like I said, I went to the equip thing. I
Yeah.
just didn't know how to use any of the other equips.
He had. Did you have dodge roll?
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
know.
equip
I
that,
knew
right?
what an equip
Don't you
thing
have
was.
the
I just
equip?
didn't
I
know how to
believe so.
use. I didn't know how to use the attacks, so I never equipped them.
Oh, right. Because you had to actually go left and right. And I forgot you had the D-pad menu on Kingdom Hearts and you had to actually navigate to it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is weird. Oh, wait. This is the first time we've ever played an action game
Right.
with a directional pad system for normal, so
That wasn't the menu,
that's
so
weird.
yeah. No, that's what I mean. Whatever. I was an idiot, but
Dude.
Isn't it still the only game that ever did that?
I mean,
yeah, because it stayed that way the whole time.
Yeah,
kinda.
there's in the years since no other game has done
No, because it's
That.
stupid.
Then what? Like have the D-pad be your menu?
have the D-pad be your menu and have your attack be an option on the D-pad like it was a Final Fantasy game, but it's in an action game.
I mean, yeah, like the fucking what, KOTOR? But Kingdom Hearts was like
KOTOR.
full action though.
Yeah,
That's the
full
difference.
action. KOTOR isn't action at all. What you talking about?
No, it's not.
Yeah, don't get me started on that, man.
But also, because as you were explaining, I was thinking like Fantasy Star for some reason, like the menus.
Okay, well that's when I played.
Yeah.
But other okay. It's not arrogance. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. You said it, not me. You said it, not
menuing
me.
is a skill.
I didn't say it.
Dot
You
hack.
said it.
I don't even remember that hack.
That heck had the menu to do the moves. To do like your special moves anyway, you had to.
Is GU
Come on, OGG.
or
OG?
sign?
Yeah,
I mean,
OG.
infection.
OG. You needed a menu to do everything, to use items.
Did I play all 4 of those OG?
You might have played
No, I didn't because I got bored because they were the same game.
You probably stopped at 3.
2 or 3 probably.
I stopped at 2. I didn't get to 3. I
Really?
played GU all the way
I feel
through.
like 2 was the most exciting one, but then 3 was the one that dragged on for way too long.
Yeah,
The-
that's fair. That's
it
fair
never looked
assessment.
any different, and that was what I was butthurt about because I liked the gameplay. The world
They were
was just so
expansion packs.
terrible.
What are you talking
They
about?
were expansion
man?
packs.
Terrible, man. All
You
those
telling
games.
me that Carmina Gadalika actually looks different from? Damn, if only I could remember a second name. I almost had it.
What, Macanu or?
Oh yeah, there we go. You're telling me that Carmina Gadalika actually looks the same as Makanu? Nerd points.
Guys.
I did it.
Oh man, I didn't know any of those.
You don't know about Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground.
Wow. That deserves applause.
That one, that just
'Cause that's
rolls
in
off
every
the tongue
game,
so
yeah.
well.
Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground.
Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground.
Hey, everyone remembers it now. It just rolls off the tongue so
This is
well. That's
so
why I remember.
dumb.
I can't remember no other stages but that one.
Me
That's,
neither.
that's the only one. Because that's the one where all like the story took place. Where like you found Aura and all that crazy stuff.
True, man. It is still in GU, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
you go there and get immediately smacked down, don't you?
Yeah, that's the only one in like all. How many games is that? 7? All 7 games.
Ooh. Talking about old stuff that doesn't really apply anymore. Does anyone remember how badass Tri-Edge used to be?
The concept
Oh yeah,
was amazing.
Back when he was still a whisper on the Whisper on the Winds.
Damn. I mean, back when he fucking gimped you the moment you saw him.
Oh yeah, he came in his little blue daggers and shit and beat your ass.
He just came in, pieced you up. Maybe I was just too much of a weeaboo teenager at the time. But that was like the coldest. It's something about the fact that, dude, that used to be me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using my skill on me. I remember what that skill does. It completely fucks the person. Wait a minute. Down to level 1.
Dates of the dream.
Yeah.
Snaps. Right. Let's I got the riddle. Did you guys get the riddle?
I didn't think about it at all.
What did the goalie say to the soccer ball?
Hockey?
Stop.
Catch you later.
I feel nauseous.
Yeah, I didn't say they were good riddles. Jokes. They just are jokes.
Imagine like a 90s point too.
In the podcast.
Ted Laser.
I'm editing that answer out.
I'm getting booted out of here, man. I guess hear the Oscar music playing. Put up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's end this now.
All right. Some of your beds stay warm and your pillows stay cold.
Stay perfect, chat.
Catch you later.